What's up, everyone? Whoops, my bad. What's up, everyone? This is your host Hydro here. We should be getting in a guest anytime, hopefully. But if not, then I'm open for anybody to show up if they want to. So if you want, we can get right down to it. Or I don't see there's any viewers right now, so we will just take a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I got to share this and stuff like that too, because I was just on here with Joe D'Angelo with Everything Lightning. Oh, okay. Well, hold a minute. Let's see. So, but we're going to be discussing about what's going on with in MMA and what's going on in wrestling. So let's get right down to it. Kind of still waiting on the guests to show up, see if he will. I sent him the link. Anybody else wants it, they can have it also. Hey, Justin, how are you doing? I see there's two on here now. What's up, Chris? So, but I do want to go over some things before, I get anybody on here whatsoever. Let's see. I just want to go over some of the MMA stuff. I'm outside, so yeah, I'll send you the link here in a minute. Hang on one second. I'm just going to get some of this stuff out, and then we can kind of go into it, unless you just want to get in right now. Because I guess the guest that I was wanting to get on here I guess he can't figure it out. I'm not for sure what's going on. So, oh no, there he is. Hang on one second. We'll add him on. Hey, Bradley.
Hey, what's up?
No, nothing really. Just started this show. Just kind of waiting on you.
Oh, well, I figured you would be waiting on me. Sorry, I was eating supper at the time. My bad.
Oh, I know. I was doing another show, and I was eating actually on there, so I know it is. I was trying not to eat in front of anybody, but I was like, oh, well, I'll wait anyways.
All right, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I was just going to go over a little bit of what I wrote down and stuff like that. I had to write everything down on Monday because, I didn't have any really notes for anything. I was like, because I just got me a new phone, so I was like, I had to put my old notes onto the new phone, and then everything just happened on there. So,
right, I got you.
So, but welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. And
right. I know that you messaged me. What was it, a couple weeks back at least?
Yeah, it was about a couple of weeks back or something like that. And I'm like, bro, you got to get me on that show here. So I've changed my wardrobe real fast.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just going to go over what I know so far. I'm going to go into a little bit of the MMA stuff right now. I did watch a little bit of Bellator on Friday, and the only thing I got to really watch was the co-main event and the main event. And that was just two of the light heavyweight tournament. I think it was the quarterfinals, which Corey Anderson won his fight. I'm not even going to try to butcher his name, that dude's name, because I really don't want to do that to him. That's probably a disservice to him.
Right.
But he won the third round TKO, and then he's going against Ron Bader in the semifinals of the tournament, light heavyweight tournament, which should be good.
Yeah, that should be
good. Did you watch any of it?
No, I didn't get a chance to. I've been working like crazy and everything, so I really hadn't got a chance to sit down and watch much UFC here lately. So, I just been watching a little bit of Raw and SmackDown and NXT just a little bit, just trying to keep up with all the storylines and what's been going on. And what confused me was at WrestleMania during Randy and Bray's match, it kind of puzzled me a little bit because when Alexa Bliss came out of that Jack in the Box thing or something like that and kind of disappeared, and Randy beat Bray, and I was like, whoa. I said,
Yeah,
did she just backstab Bray Wyatt to lose, or what's the deal with that?
yeah. Well, that match, like Fiend was actually supposed to win that.
I know. That's what I was saying. He was supposed to win that thing, and I was like, whoa. It
I blame
kind of
Vince McMahon for
threw
that
me
because he
off
decided to
guard a little
change it.
bit.
I blame Vince McMahon on that because he decided to change it all of a sudden.
Yeah, I put the blame on Vince a little bit because all of a sudden, oh, Randy's got to win. Randy's got to have a WrestleMania moment. I mean, come on, it's the apex predator of the WWE, third generation star. You're talking here. Just saying.
Yeah. Also on Bellator, Vadim Nemkov beat Phil Davis to retain his light heavyweight title. That was a pretty good fight. I was actually scoring it. I was actually scoring it as the fight was going on and stuff like that. Like in my head, I was like, yeah, I was like, and then they were asking one of the commentators, they were like, well, who do you have it for? And I'm like, I think he was on point with mine. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
UFC results this past weekend. The only one I actually really cared about was the Robert Whittaker taking on Kelvin Gastelum. Robert Whittaker won. He's won 3 straight fights since he lost to Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
So, but this weekend I will be over at Buffalo Wild Wings in Kingsport for watching UFC 261, where they actually will have fans in attendance for this event in Jacksonville. Headlined by the rematch between Kamaru Usman taking on Jorge Masvidal. Co-main event is going to be Valentina Shevchenko taking on Jessica Andrade for the flyweight title, and in the last title fight, it'll be Rose Namajunas taking on Zhang Weili for the flyweight title. Do what? And also, one of the other fights I'm actually looking forward to is Uriah Hall taking on Chris Weidman at middleweight in a 3-round fight. So that'll be interesting. All those fights will be interesting. I watched the countdown to them too on YouTube, so that was also a good thing to watch. PFL starts on Friday, Professional Fighters League, where like if you make it to the finals and if you win it, you win $1 million. So
wow.
Yeah. Hopefully you can win and everything, but this right now is just the start of it.
You're going to go up against very top dudes and very stiff competition, and everybody's going to be gunning for that $1 million. I mean,
yeah,
come on now. So it kind of reminds me of
pretty good.
It kind of reminds me of Tough Enough in a way. When you think, I mean, if you get a shot at winning $1 million or something like that, don't you get like a spot on UFC if you win it all or something?
You mean the Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah. I'm talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. You. Well, it depends on like I'm not sure like how they do that now. It's with the Ultimate Fighter and stuff like that. I mean, you could win like I know on Dana White's the Contender Series. You can literally like win one fight and then you could be like finish them, and you're in the UFC. It's like, what's the point of having the Ultimate Fighter now if you got that? So I don't know. That's my opinion, but anyways.
Yeah.
Also, this past weekend was Jake Paul taking on Ben Askren in boxing. I didn't get a chance to actually watch that fight because, like, apparently, like, the event kind of sucked because, like, it was like they were showing replays of the actual, like, some of the other fights, and I was like trying to watch it, and then all of a sudden, like, I actually got tired of it, and I'm like, you know what, the hell with this. I was like, I'm going to bed because I don't need to, be watching this and stuff like that.
Right.
But that fight it actually got more like Google searches than both nights of WrestleMania.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like over 2 million Google searches, and both nights of WrestleMania only got about, I think, like 750,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I mean, even AEW, even AEW's last pay-per-view, I think the Revolution, it was like they even got more than that. So that tells you something there.
Yeah.
Jake Paul beat Ben Askren first round TKO.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit disappointed in Ben Askren because, I actually like him as a fighter.
Yeah.
You lose to a YouTube sensation. No offense.
None taken. I mean, yeah. I mean, none taken about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was just disappointing. It was really disappointing on that.
Yeah.
So it was. Yeah, we're not even going to go into that really.
Yeah. No. Let's just save it for another day, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just go with that. Yeah. Apparently, WWE has changed their mentality about AEW since they just had Chris Jericho on their show on the Broken Skull Sessions, which was really good.
Yeah, that was good. Really was.
So, I guess WWE has changed their mentality about it and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Which I can't blame them on that.
Yeah, I can't either. I really can't.
I know that they were saying that Vince McMahon was late to Raw and then changed everything again on Raw.
When, this past Monday?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I think if I was a WWE superstar, I think I'd be looking for another job.
Yeah, I'd be looking for another job real quick, more than likely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Probably going to go into what actually happened because I know this actually, what I'm about to say actually happened right after I think it was last Wednesday when all this happened, but the 10 superstars that got released. I think it was actually Tuesday. It was right after I got off here. It's when I found out about it. Because my wife was still working over here with my mom and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I was like. I think that's what happened because I was telling her about it. And the 10 superstars that got released, well, Mojo Rawley, they weren't using him, so it didn't really matter. Kalisto, they weren't using him either, so.
No.
See, who else was on? Oh, Bo Dallas. They hadn't used him since 2019, so.
Yeah, he was kind of off in the deepest space. You got a believe thing, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it was Wesley Blake. He got released, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, his partner Steve Cutler got released a while back, so because of some other stuff.
Right.
Mickey James got released. Well, they weren't really using her either.
Yeah, she wasn't really used much neither.
I mean, I think they were thinking about using her, and then they kind of not. Chelsea Green, she debuted, and then all of a sudden it was she got injured. Then they didn't use her anymore. I think she was actually ready to come back and everything.
Right.
Trying to think who else. I don't have the list right in front of me, so I'm trying to do it on top of my head.
No, you're good.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce did. Peyton Royce, I was really surprised about.
Yeah, that surprised the crap out of me because she was kind of in the mix for the women's championship at one point, I believe, or something like that, over on SmackDown or something like that. Billy Kay, she was just doing her own thing on commentating, bugging the hell out of somebody. I mean,
yeah,
she just did it to get attention, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind them as a tag team because they were really good as a tag team.
Yeah, they were
together.
I didn't mind them either as a tag team.
Yeah, the last one that I believe so far that got released was Samoa Joe.
Yeah, he was hurt because he had a career-ending injury or something like that. That's what I'm hearing. That's when he was on commentating. He's still on commentating, as far as I know.
No, he's not on commentating now. They took him off commentating off Raw. They put Corey Graves over there, and they got they got Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, and I can't remember. I don't know who that new dude is, Verk or something like that.
Yeah.
And on SmackDown, they got Michael Cole and Pat McAfee.
Okay.
Yeah, Pat McAfee. They got Pat McAfee on there.
Oh, yeah. I know him.
Oh, yeah. And Chris just said it on here. It's like Tucker was the other guy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he just slimmed down, too. Like, I think I see him in that Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah, I think I did, too, before Jey Uso won it. And I was like, yeah, he has slimmed down. And I was like, whoa. So
Yeah.
I seen him, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. So I was like, well, okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, Samoa Joe, like, I knew they were going to do something with him, but I mean, he had his own show and everything.
Yeah, I know.
What was it? The 3-parter that was like with Big E and Rhea Ripley and somebody else.
Wasn't Bianca Belair, was it? I don't know.
I don't remember. It was some kind of thing where he was just talking in front of like a truck or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what it was.
I knew he had Rhea, and I knew he had
Big E.
Big E. Yeah, I knew he had Big E and Rhea, but I couldn't think of the other person or anything.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know what they were, and they said it was budget cut, so
yeah,
whatever. Yeah, no, it's hard to tell.
It is what it is. It's hard to tell. Who knows?
Yeah, and I do want to make something clear to a lot of people because, like, I know I'm going to hear probably a lot of people saying, like, well, they can just go to AEW. AEW has enough people.
Yeah.
They really do. They have, like, too many people, actually.
Yeah.
And they keep on adding, like, others. Do what?
Well, they can always jump ship and go to TNA, but I doubt they'll go there because Dixie Carter has run that company into the ground. AEW's getting better ratings than that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, Dixie Carter's not in. She don't own Impact anymore.
She don't own TNA anymore, does she?
No.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, I think some company named Anthem owns it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Scott D'Amore and Don
I haven't been watching it. I haven't watched TNA in years.
It's gotten better. I think it's actually gotten a little bit better. I know during that, like, they got rid of, like, well, I know they got rid of one of their main talents on from because of that, like, whole standing up movement that happened like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they got rid of Michael Elgin, but I don't think he'll ever come back.
Yeah, probably not.
So I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I know on Impact. Speaking of Impact, I know that Impact's bulking up their women's roster. Apparently,
yeah,
they might bring in the Iconics.
They might.
I mean,
that's a good possibility.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have. I think like they really do need more wrestlers and stuff like that. Samoa Joe could go back.
Yeah, Joe can go back.
So I like some of these other companies like Ring of Honor and NWA. NWA just started back up, so I mean it's getting pretty good on there.
Yeah,
I'd say Mickie James will probably go to NWA because like her husband works there. So
yeah, her hubby works there. Yeah, so
yeah, and yeah, Melvin, I know that TNA is working with AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, they're bulking up their women's roster, which is good because like. Well, trying to do that. This Sunday, Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann for title.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good. I think Kenny Omega is trying to become a belt collector.
Yeah.
Trying to do that. So, WWE again. I think Vince McMahon wants R-Truth to team up with Riddle in a tag team.
What?
I seen your face. It was like, what?
What? Truth and Riddle?
Yeah.
Bro, the broski and the what's up dude. And I'm like, whoa, that just blows my mind right there.
Their tag team
like,
could be,
whoa.
what's up, bro?
It should be like, what's up, bro? I'm like, everybody says that now. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up, bro? I'm like, that's very interesting. I think it'll be funny. I think they'll do good. Be honest with you, I think they'll probably do decent, but who knows? I mean, Riddle just came off amazing, almost beating Sheamus for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. I mean,
yeah, and then the next night, I think he ended up. What was it that he ended up going against Bobby Lashley and lost? Last night he beat Randy Orton.
Yeah, I know. I seen that. I was like, he beat Randy. I was like, whoa.
I don't think he was even shocked that he even beat him.
I know. I was like, what? I said, what? I said, this dude Riddle just beat Randy Orton. I'm like, oh my. I said, oh man. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, there's Randy's next feud with Riddle.
Yeah,
he just got Riddle's thing now. Now he's got to get Riddle.
Yeah, he went from a monster to a
bro.
Pretty much a bro that smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, that and rides the scooter. Thinks he's on a motorcycle. Goes meow.
Yeah, and then whenever he does that flip in the ring, and then all of a sudden all the birds come out, and God, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he started doing that until I think I was watching WrestleMania, and I was like, and they were mentioning about the birds or something like that before night one, and then night two, and I was like, why are they talking about birds for with Riddle and stuff? I'm like, because I hadn't really watched Raw too much, and then all of a sudden it was then I seen it, I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it really don't. And I seen his little entrance thing, and they were talking about the birds. I'm like, what birds? And then he did his little flip, and out came the birds. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. I like what Justin said just a while ago. He's like, as long as Orton don't team up with Riddle, we're good.
Good point, Justin. Well said, pal. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, well said there, buddy. If you can hear me, I'm sure you can. So,
yeah, I think he's still on here, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. NXT champion Karrion Kross actually posted up a picture the other day on Twitter of John Cena.
Okay.
And then John Cena replied and actually put a picture of Karrion Kross, like they're trying to might have a match against each other. That would probably be good.
One match, John. Gone to Hollywood. Just saying.
Yeah, well, John Cena's saying that he's the greatest villain in Fast and Furious. I don't know about that now.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, now John can play a pretty darn good villain. I mean, he can play pretty good, but I wouldn't say the greatest villain ever in Fast and Furious. There's some there have been some really bad dudes in that movie. I even said this, and you're going to think this is funny. Jason Statham will make John Cena look like his bitch. Just saying.
Yeah, that's exactly how that would be.
I mean, Jason Statham, he's a bad dude. That's a bad man.
We'll see how John Cena does in it, because
because he's playing as Dom's younger brother.
Yeah.
So
that'll be interesting.
It'll be very.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I know that he's also playing in that new Suicide Squad also.
Yeah.
As a peacemaker or something like that, and
some kind of peacemaker.
that actually, like, well, if you think of it, like, if you don't know who Peacemaker is, he's like a douchey Captain America.
Oh, well. That's a good fit for John because he kind of reminds me of a douchey Captain America.
Yeah.
On some days.
Yeah. Well, if you're wondering where that redheaded Evilise is on AEW, she got released.
Oh, yeah. Wow. She got released. Wow.
Yeah. Something about that she was trying to tell the office about what was going on, and because apparently she was talking back to one of the coaches or something like that in the back, and one thing led to another, and then she got released, and she don't understand why she got released. I don't even know what happened, so I don't know.
Nah. There's a lot that goes on behind closed doors, if you know what I'm saying. I mean,
yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to make it out to be public to avoid publicity and stuff like that. But they just want to try to keep it hush hush. Probably. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's how I think it's with anything really. Like, you know, like I think I mentioned it on another show that I was on with Everything Lightning. I don't know if you watched it or not, but
I don't think.
Yeah, it's on my wall. So like, I know that it was me and my the other guy that's the host on there. I'm just on there just to be on there. So, and he's on there. You know, it's kind of like just he's hosting it, so it's his show. We were talking about like a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes and stuff like that. I mean, like me and him talk just about every day, and me and the other guy that I do Wednesday and Saturdays with, Devin, we talk every day too. It's like and there's a lot that goes on, and that we're not going to say that goes on like pretty much. We're not going to say anything that goes on here or anything, but yeah. So yeah, Justin. Yeah, I know. Justin posted today about Chelsea Green filed for trademark. I think like two of them. I think I seen it on there. So I thought it was two, maybe.
Right.
So one more thing to go over: Young Bucks versus Pock and Phoenix from this last week on Dynamite got 5 stars.
Wow.
That was a pretty good match, and actually like the Young Bucks like that because, it reminds me of like whenever they were in New Japan, they were like pretty much super kicking everybody and they didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't care who it was or anything like that. Yeah, I get that. Kind of make a name for themselves, pretty much.
Yeah. So Justin just posted up. He's like, Chelsea Green filed for 2 trademarks. Her name, Chelsea Green, and Hot Mess nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll probably go to Impact because I know that they kind of want her. So I know Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, whatever his name is anymore. I can't keep up with the names anymore.
Yeah, Zack Ryder or Kurt Hawkins or anything like that. So hadn't seen Kurt Hawkins on the show in a minute. So it's been a while, and I hadn't seen Zack Ryder in a while either. So I was like, well, they probably just let him go. So
yeah, they let him go, and Kurt Hawkins went to Impact, and Zack Ryder kind of went to AEW for a little bit and worked, and then really never done anything else. And I think that was actually whenever Brody Lee was still alive.
Yeah,
was there. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but he didn't have a contract with AEW either, so he just worked.
He just did kind of behind the scenes work kind of thing, right?
Oh no, he wrestled, and I think it was like a gentleman's handshake, with Cody and stuff.
Well, that's cool.
Since they're best buds and stuff like that, so
yeah.
But yeah, I thought that match between the Young Bucks and Pock and Phoenix was actually pretty good. It ended with they unmasked Phoenix and then super kicked him while he was actually like holding his face like this. So
holding his face like that.
Yeah, like he would literally, well, because like with his mask off, stuff like that, you don't want to see his face, and he's not gonna, they're going with the lucha thing and everything like that, where like you can't see what their face is and stuff, and
right.
So like when they double super kicked him, it was like then they pinned him, and I was like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of hope that Kenny Omega against Rich Swann actually gets 5 stars, hopefully, on Sunday.
Yeah, it actually might. Just kind of hope that it will. So you never know. It could get 5 stars. I mean,
yeah, I'm hoping.
Kind of want Kenny Omega to beat Rich Swann anyway. I mean, but I don't know about that.
I've always liked Kenny Omega, especially whenever I first seen him. Of course, he's like into the anime and stuff like that. Of course, like me and stuff. So that's what I like about him. I've always kind of liked the Young Bucks. If it wasn't for me, that my wife probably wouldn't even like the Young Bucks either. So, and she's crazy about them.
Right.
So if it wasn't for me, like she better. I told her one day, I was like, you better be thanking me for that.
Yeah, I'll be saying the same thing. I mean, I would. I mean, I actually would. I mean, I actually would, man. I'll be saying the same thing. I was like, you better be thanking my hind end for that. Come on now. I'm just saying.
So I think, well, we only usually do a 30-minute show. Didn't really get to name any of the sponsors or anything yet because, like, we got some sponsors and stuff to pass out, and then I guess we'll do our final thoughts. How about that?
That'll work. Yeah.
Okay. The sponsors we got is, and I can't, like, Devin sent me this, and he's like, I swear, I wish he would have just typed it in because, like, I can't hardly read his handwriting at all. So, so bear with me if, like, anybody gets mad at me for this because, like, I really don't know. I got Eddie's, Hurricane Eddie's, Clearwater Dundin, Snappers, Ozone Pig. I think a lot of these are in Florida, so
yeah,
they're sponsoring the show and stuff like that. Ozona Pig. There. Oh, Chris said it. He knows more than I do.
Okay.
Brenda's on the. Okay, I'm just gonna like Brenda's apparently on here. Complete Game Podcasting, Tim Nunn, and my mom and my wife are sponsoring this with their classy jazzy jewelry, where they sell like a lot of the paparazzi stuff. So that way they and they love doing that. So that's probably what they're doing right now.
That's cool. Yeah.
And so, any final thoughts?
Well, final thought from me. I really hadn't. I'm totally unprepared for this. Good God. Look over me or anything. Final thoughts. Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. So, got to do this more often and everything. I know I'm up here in Southwest Virginia, Claypool Hill, Virginia, and I live with my grandparents anyway and work at Walmart. So, dream job.
That's not a bad thing because, I mean, like most of my family's worked at Walmart, so, and I know a lot of people that did work at Walmart or has worked at Walmart. I pretty much might as well work at Walmart.
You might as well. I mean,
yeah. Well, the only thing is, like, we went to, let's see, I think it was in Martinsville. We went there on a little day trip or something like that, and we went to the Walmart there.
Mm-hmm.
And, some of the Walmarts are laid out differently and stuff. Some of them, like, somewhat. Yeah. Not a whole lot, but it's, like, a little bit of it. It's, like, laid out differently. And there was a customer that was trying to ask this, like, one of the employees where I think the pop figures, like the little pop figures are, like they're usually electronics and stuff. He was wondering where they were at and stuff. And the employee really didn't know where they were at. And I was like, I'd literally just, like, I told, my wife was right beside me. She knew that I had to say something. I was like, you know what? I was like, sir, if you go down to like almost like towards electronics, I was like, they're right. I was like, you see the magazines like right down there? He's like, yes. And I was like, they're right beside of them. I was like, it's on your left. I was like,
Yeah.
and he was like, thank you. And like, I know the employee got really mad at me because of that. And I just pretty much told them, I was like, well, if you do your job right, maybe I was like, I wouldn't have to do your job for you.
That's true. And I don't even work here. Anyway.
So
yeah, we got off topic talking about Walmart. But anyway, I got to be at work at 4 a.m. That's beside the point. Anyway. So, final thought, WrestleMania was okay. Wasn't really the only match I wasn't impressed with. There was like 2 actually that really impressed me was Randy's with the Fiend, and that really shocked the crap out of me. And why and Sam Heck did they let Roman Reigns continue to be the WWE champ, the champ still, and everything like that? I wanted Edge to get that title so bad. It's the title that he never lost in the first place. But you add Daniel Bryan to the mix as well. That just really kind of threw me off about that. And I said, Daniel Bryan's got 2 chances, and he failed both. I mean, come on.
Right.
So that was the only. But the rest of the show was good. I was really, really glad for Bianca Belair. I was really glad for her, small town Knoxville girl. Hype it up in Knoxville. Go Vols. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. And Rhea Ripley's match against Asuka was epic. That was really good. I like that a whole lot. So, but yeah, that's my final thoughts. Like I said, I wasn't really impressed with Randy's match and the triple threat with Roman's match. So I really wasn't impressed about that.
Yeah, I mean, the only match that I really didn't like was the tag team turmoil match, the women's. I didn't really like it because like there was just too many botches, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, just go ahead and get this over with.
Just hurry up.
I was like, please, just hurry with this match, please. And then like,
and the last podcast that you guys did when I watched you guys, it was the day after WrestleMania, the day of night 1, and Justin said it best. I mean, I agree with Justin 100% on this. Drew didn't get his WrestleMania moment, and he didn't.
Yeah, so. I wish he would have, but I told like we talked about that too. Of course, like me and him, we butt heads a lot about like he don't like.
Oh
Roman,
yeah,
like,
you two butt heads like more times I've lost count. I mean, you two do. It was funny. It was entertainment. I mean, I loved it. I mean, hey, he's got it. Justin's got an opinion. Hyder's got an opinion. I mean,
you should have seen us on the PlayStation one night. I know that my brother-in-law was on there with me, or with me and Justin and stuff like that, and we were arguing and like literally, I walk into the other room and like, of course, my brother-in-law was staying with me at the time, and he's literally like, he's got popcorn and a drink, and he's just listening in. So I was like, "Yep, okay."
Yep, that'd have been me. I'd have been sitting there with popcorn and a drink myself, listening to you guys butting heads. I'd be like, funny.
I will always say that Bobby Lashley did deserve to have a good world title run, even though like Drew didn't win. I still glad that Bobby Lashley won, so it was like a win-win for me either way.
Yeah,
but I would have felt like if Bobby Lashley didn't win, then he would have been like that would have been. Then why even put the belt on him at all?
Yeah, true.
So that was I was trying to get Justin to understand that, but he's like, I go in one ear and out the other, and he's like, heck with it.
The heck with it. Gone. See you.
Yeah. So but yeah, this has been a pretty good show and stuff like that. Of course, we usually try to not to go over, but we end up going over anyway, so I just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, but anytime that you want to be on the show, even if you want to be on, like, I can always talk to Devin, or if you want to be on that show and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can put me with you and Devin and Justin. I want to talk to all three of you guys and everything like that. So that'll be pretty cool right there. Just get everybody's opinion on everything else. So actually, I'll be coming into Bristol this weekend. I'm going to the World of Outlaws race with my stepdad this weekend. We got
Okay.
a couple of guys coming from Florida on Thursday, so they're coming up to watch a race too. So, but my I'll be down at the racetrack the biggest part of the day where I come in Thursday and Friday. So I'll be down there. Oh boy.
Well, anytime that you want to get on this show, just let me know. Like, throw me a message. Be like, especially on Tuesday. I mean, we could probably. I thought about getting Justin on here, but wanted to talk to you. And then we'll get Justin on here. Maybe like next week or something like that. Because Justin's always asking. He was asking whenever I was on the show with my other buddy Joe, like right before here at 6. He's like, hey, if you need a third man, he's like, I'm in. He's always ready.
He's always ready to go. I know that boy's always ready to go. Justin and I we've known each other since elementary school. We've been down the road and back. We got into fights with each other and everything like that. But in the end, we're still good pals and everything like that. He still claims he knows more than me in sports, but I know a few more things about him. I mean, I'm just saying, but I'm not trying to gloat or anything.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I know that like me and him talk and stuff like that, and we always he's always thinking that he knows more wrestling and MMA about stuff, and I'm like, no.
I'm like, dude, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, exactly.
But Hyder, it was fun. Thanks for the invite. We'll have to do it again and everything. Yeah. And take care of yourself. Tell your wife I said hey and everything.
I will.
And so we'll catch you on the flip side, and hopefully I'll see you Thursday when I come in and everything.
Okay.
Hang out or something.
Yeah, just come on by and find out where I'm at and stuff like that on Thursday if you want to. If you want.
Okay. Yeah,
it'll probably have to be early. It'll have to be early because like I come up here to my mom's and for her work and stuff like that. She works up here with my mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll probably be in town probably about 4:15, somewhere around that neighborhood. I'll message you.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. You take care of yourself, Bubba. See you.
All right, you too, buddy.
All right. Appreciate it. See you. Bye.
All right. But I just want to this is the end of the show. I mean, what can I say? It's been fun. Thank you, Bradley, for being on here. But this is it. So, see y'all tomorrow for Devin's show at 8 on the Sports Bandit podcast. And I will see you on Thursday on Everything Lightning with Joe. And then on Friday, I am off. Saturday, I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings with my wife and Chris and his wife, and to watch UFC, to watch all those title fights and that one fight with Weidman and Hall. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It won't be too crazy. Of course, I'll be on the Sports Bandit podcast team with David again. Probably be from the car, but that'll be fine. So, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang, and see y'all next week for Wrestle MMA at least. Next Tuesday, 7:30. Be there.